At the end of our DNS and DHCP fundamentals course, I would like to highlight the references. We've got a couple of different books and blog posts and articles and conference presentations that we used to create this workshop over the last couple of years. If some content was related to any kind of a blog post or any presentation of an conference, then we tried to highlight this in the footnotes. At the end, I would like to highlight the books that I used for research in DNS and DHCP since more than 10 years, and you will find the content of this workshop in parts in all of these books, and maybe some others, because some topics are discussed in multiple books the same way. First of all, I would like to highlight the Pro DNS and Bind 10. It has nothing to do with Bind 10 because Bind 9 is the current version at the moment, and the number 10 here in the book title is related to the book itself and not to the version of Bind. Even that it's close to 10 years old, it's still one of the most updated or up-to-date references that I use for DNS itself. So from the fundamentals over options and statements and capabilities and all these things. It's something that you could even read it from the first page to the last one, but I mainly use it as a reference. Then for sure there is Cricket's and Paul's DNS and Bind, which is a little bit older, but still one of the most recommended DNS books out there. Cricket also created a DNS and Bind cookbook. You will find a couple of code snippets or configuration snippets in his DNS and Bind book as well. But the DNS and Bind cookbook goes into this a little bit more deeper. Then during a flight, he took the chance to write, he's calling it a book, but it has 52 pages, so it's actually more like a little magazine. But anyway, it covers the most important things with regards to IPv6 and DNS and Bind. JP Menz wrote a nice book about alternative DNS servers. So it's a book that covers things like Power DNS and Unbound and all these other implementations out there. But he also describes a lot of fundamentals about DNS itself. So if you would like to get a broader understanding of DNS itself and the different ways it was implemented in the last couple of years or in the last couple of decades, you should take a look at this one as well. It's available free of charge as a PDF, but you can buy one from him if you prefer a printed version. The other ones are available as print versions and digital versions as well, but there is no free of charge version available. Unfortunately, there's only one book that is related to DHCP, and this is the DHCP handbook. I haven't seen anything similar to this one. It covers everything that you need to know and you need to understand about about DHCP itself. So to get the basics of how DHCP works, how it needs to be configured, and you will find a bunch of configuration snippets how to configure specific use cases with your ISC DHCP. If you take a look at your favorite bookseller, maybe you will find some other books about DHCP. In some cases, you will find network-related books that are covering DHCP partly, and maybe you will find dedicated books to other DHCP implementations. So I'm pretty sure, meanwhile, there should be something available for the IKEA DHCP, but other than that, the fundamental reference with regards to DHCP is still the DHCP handbook. Okay, that's the end of our online course about DNS and DHCP fundamentals. Hopefully you learned a lot, and if you have been familiar with DNS and DHCP before, maybe you had some broader insights now and maybe some recaps of things that you know but you forgot maybe. Please feel free to provide any feedback about this entire course. This is the first time that we are providing our workshops as an online course. Typically, we are in front of a customer or a class where we have some feedback from the audience if something is too fast, if something is too slow, if we miss something, if we have to deep dive into other parts a little bit further and stuff like that. So please feel free to let us know what you missed in this course, things that we could change, for example, and we are more than happy to provide additional modules or more insights into specific topics if they are from any interest. You should have access to this course for an entire year. That's at least our plan. So if we update this course in any way, you will find the newest material online as well. So thanks for your time. Thanks for putting all this effort into learning more about DNS DHCP. Let's get in touch if you need further assistance with these core network services. Thanks.